The 7 rubrics, or steps to becoming an alchemist, are given to us by Thoth. The last people who saw the mysterious Emerald Tablet said it's made with raised letters. That's a technique we can't even do on gemstones today. Each time you listen, you will integrate the message deeper into your soul and spirit, enabling you to become an alchemist and master at manifestation. Instead of being in your head as you listen and trying to decide if it's for you, listen from your heart and feel its truth. That's easiest to do with your eyes closed. Get to the point where you can remain in your heart for the duration of this recording. Our bodies are the tool that our spirit uses to become an alchemist. You can do this as a meditation, or listen to it as you fall asleep at night, or while doing energy exercises like yoga, tai chi, or qigong. The following is a summary of Ayla's journey into alchemy. Delve further into alchemy by reading the book. The following explanation is very esoteric. I encourage you to try it for 30 days to experience its truth for yourself and watch your dreams come true. The first rubric, in truth without deceit, certain and most veritable. This is about remembering who you truly are. It's about remembering that you are now, always have been, and always will be, whole and complete. Socrates says it as, know thyself. Knowing ourselves becomes a powerful tool for the alchemist. When we know ourselves at this very deep level, we also love ourselves unconditionally. That is what's most important. Going through the 7 rubrics will assist you in knowing yourself. Begin by stepping into the truth that you are divine and holy. We all are. This divine spirit within cannot lie or deceive, because that comes from the human ego. So do everything you do as though the whole world is watching, for at some level it is, even down to your thoughts. Think every thought as though the whole world can hear it, for at some level it can, and uses them to create the world around you. To fully embrace this truth, you must accept the fact that you are divine. Being divine means that, as a child of God, or of the universe, or of the earth, you are able to transcend all perceived limitations. Additionally, God is love. So when you are feeling love, you are feeling the presence of God and your higher self. Take a moment to feel this unconditional love now. In a podcast by Greg Braden, he reports on the study scientists have been doing on our DNA. They incorporated the binary code, which is the foundation of communicating with computers, into our DNA and discovered that our DNA has written within it that we are divine. The code translates the same in 4 different languages: Hebrew, Sanskrit, Arabic, and cuneiform. The message within the DNA, within every cell of our bodies, is 2 words. The first word translates into God Eternal, or Source Eternal if you prefer. The second word translates into within the body. God Eternal within the body. It's beyond impossible that this could have happened by chance. It means that the body is our temple is not just a metaphor. It's truth. It's reality. It means that when we know we need to spend money on our body, such as massage or chiropractic, but we don't because of the cost, we are putting money before God. The fact that we are divine is written in our DNA in every cell of our bodies, much like an artist signs his or her work of art. You are a work of art. The message is written in 50 trillion cells within you. Also, it's a message that could only be retrieved now with modern technology. That means that we are ready to step into our divinity. So don't allow anyone to sway you from recognizing your divinity every moment of every day. Since becoming an alchemist is completely an inside job, there will be a simple meditation with each Rubik. Just drop your thoughts down into your heart. Tune into your body. Relax every muscle so your energy flows freely and you can receive the highest frequencies. Notice where you habitually store tension. In the legs, upper shoulders, neck. Relax them all. Then breathe deeply. Then follow the instructions for each Rubik. A simple meditation would be to repeat, I bless my understanding of who I am. Or for this Rubik, meditate on Cinnabar. Cinnabar looks like a red cube. Imagine putting everything that ever harmed your ego into this cube. Every time someone said or did something that didn't feel good. Every time you didn't feel good enough or smart enough or successful enough. Every time you were afraid. Every time your ego told you to judge something as right or wrong, good or bad. Every time you felt like life was too hard. Every time you blamed someone else because your ego didn't allow you to take responsibility. Becoming an alchemist will put an end to all these struggles because they come from your ego, your physical self. The ego is that part of us that keeps us from reaching our divinity by distracting us with all the dramas and traumas of life. Bringing our divinity into everyday life is our ultimate goal. It gives us the power to manifest our desires. Fill the cinnabar with all of it. You can make the cinnabar as large as it is needed. You can even make it large enough to climb inside with all your baggage. Then imagine holding it with tongs over a hot flame. The heat melts the cinnabar and everything in it and turns it into mercury, which then drips into a steel bucket. Meditate on this calcination of your ego and its deceptions and impure thoughts until you get down to your true essence, your spirit. Destroying the old is always the first step in creating something new. Think about how much energy you have wasted by defending or sometimes torturing yourself over what your ego has been hoarding. Instead of torturing yourself, you can use your thoughts to clean your energy field of all the scars and traumas by stepping into your power with a simple blessing. Or you can simply spend that time loving yourself more fiercely, because every thought counts. Think about what it will mean when you perceive every moment of your life through unconditional love, rather than fear, judgment, and desires from the ego. Hidden beneath all of that is your spiritual self. In this way, your soul and spirit merge, and you help save other souls and create a new world of love and joy. Miracles become ordinary, and you become invincible. The ego has value as well. It gives us things to love about ourselves and motivation to do better. This first step is about finding a balance between the beneficial qualities of the ego and the ones that hold you back. Remove all your characteristics that you would not see in our greatest spiritual leaders. This first step will take a long time, but will make a huge difference in your life. Be patient with yourself. Feel into being divine. Feel it with as much passion as possible, spending as much time as possible. How much of your day can you spend loving yourself more fully and blessing everything around you? I know this sounds simple, and it is. The simplest things are often the most important things. When you embrace these Rubiks, you will also be embracing this truth. Your body is the tool your spirit uses to accomplish its goals here on earth. Keep the energy of your body flowing freely by staying out of the negative aspects of the ego and doing energy exercises like Qigong, yoga, or Tai Chi. There will be dark energies that want to hold you back, so keep a habit of protecting yourself through prayer or visualizations. Step into your power as a divine being and activate your power center behind your sternum and bless everything you encounter and bless every aspect of your life. You were never as powerless as you thought you were. The second Rubik. That which is above is like that which is below, to do the miracle of one only thing. And as all things have been and arose from one, by the mediation of one, so all things have their birth from this one thing by adaptation. Today we say it simply as above, so below, as below, so above. This refers to the different dimensions of one common reality. The world you know is not within the highest dimensions of reality. Within these highest dimensions, there is only wholeness. Nothing in your dimension is permanent, so don't hold on to it as though it is. Within your dimension is an endless series of gains and losses, all with the purpose of experiencing the physical world and gaining insight according to what you chose to experience here. Additionally, whatever happens on earth also happens in the heavens, and whatever happens on a small scale also happens on a large scale. And it means that what we do to someone else, we are doing to ourselves. What we do for someone else, we are also doing for ourselves. It means that your outside world reflects your inside world. If someone treats you less than ideally, it's because you treat yourself that way. It means that everything we do, everything we think, has consequences. Everything. It means that giving is the ultimate act of receiving. Regarding alchemy, it means that what we create in our mind, which is always connected to Source, becomes our reality. When our emotions are engaged and our thoughts are aligned with our highest self, our imagination becomes a divine gift. We must use it wisely. This interconnectedness between the different dimensions is difficult to embrace, but embrace it we must. Live from your heart instead of your head. Your heart has access to the dimension of universal wisdom. Feel into this Rubik with as much passion as possible. You were never as vulnerable as you thought you were. The second step to becoming an alchemist is dissolution, or dissolving the ash created by the burning of the ego. You can simply repeat, I bless my understanding and integration of this Rubik. Or you can enter into a state of surrendering and free yourself from all judgments, inhibitions, and habitual thought patterns. Meditate on being washed all the way down to the core of your being. Imagine standing under a waterfall, or floating in a warm mountain stream, or cry. Cry about everything you consider bad that happened to you. Cry until you can't cry anymore. The third Rubik. The sun is its father, the moon its mother. The wind hath carried it in its belly. The earth is its nurse. The Father of all perfection in the whole world is here. Its force or power is entire, if it is converted into earth. This refers to our willingness to leave the heavenly dimension and use the elements of earth to create life here. While on earth we have these elements to transform, such as coal was used to transform diamonds. The earth herself made diamonds out of coal. People today have even used this to make gold out of metal. So the third Rubik tells us of our need to control the elements and what they represent, because they make up who you are. Carl Jung teaches that fire represents the function of thought and brings spiritual knowledge. Air is our intuition and brings information. Water is our feelings and strengthens our emotions. And earth is our sensations and brings unlimited possibilities for transformation. With the fire element, we discover our freedom, compassion, and passion. With the water element, we discover our power, the power of our emotions and our ability to care. The air or metal element is our breath, appreciation, and helps us see our value. With the earth element, we learn that all things are possible by learning to pay attention to the subtle sensations within and our connectedness to all of life. With the wood element, we encourage growth and creativity and remain committed to our goals. On all levels of reality, mental, physical, spiritual, everything is made up of these 5 elements, and everything in the universe is seeking a balanced expression of these elements. Learn to feel all 5 of these elements inside of you. Feel and create the power of each one behind your sternum. Sit or stand straight and tall and draw your shoulders back to open up and strengthen the sternum area. The 3rd step for becoming an alchemist is separation. Separate your egoic thoughts from your spiritual thoughts. This requires a big commitment, diligently monitoring your thoughts, every thought. So drop your thoughts down into your heart. Feel these elements while thinking about what you want to manifest, and repeat, I bless the integration and balancing of the earth elements within my body, mind, and soul. Alternatively, each of these elements is anchored in your abdomen. Have you ever drawn a 5-pointed star? Draw one over your belly, beginning where the fire element is anchored, just below the xiphoid process. Then, in your mind or with your fingers, travel to just above your right hip, where the water element is anchored. Then travel to halfway between your navel and your left side, where the earth element is anchored. Then travel straight across to the same place on the right side, where the wood element is anchored. Then travel down to above your left hip, where the metal or air element is anchored. Then travel back up to below the xiphoid process to complete the star. You were never as solid as you thought you were. The 4th rubric. Separate the earth from fire, the subtle from the gross, gently and with great ingenuity. It rises from earth to heaven and descends again to earth, thereby combining within itself the powers of both the above and the below. This is about your vivaxis. Just like the earth has an axis, which goes through its center and connects it to the universe, you have a vivaxis that goes through your center and connects you to the earth. You can see it as a central column of brilliant light, perhaps golden, silver, or white, that travels all the way through you into the earth through the earth star chakra and all the way into the heavens through your soul star chakra, where your true home is found. Without this vivaxis, you wouldn't be here. It ascends from the earth to the heavens, and again it descends to the earth. Great ingenuity refers to being on fire with divine passion and inspiration. This is the purification of our thoughts, removing all judgments from our thoughts, doing no harm, accepting life without holding resentments, regrets, or any other negative emotions, accepting whatever has happened in life as something we needed to learn, and we did, in fact, benefit from it, even if that benefit was learning that we never want to find ourselves in that position again, or see someone else in that position. It's about purifying your love for yourself every moment of every day. We take the energy from difficult experiences to help us leap forward into something better. Energy follows thought. Make sure your thoughts are on what you want to enhance. Then, go with the flow. Flow like water. Burn with the freedom of fire. Feel the power of the earth beneath your feet. Breathe. breathe, breathe. Let go of your history. Let go of not feeling good enough or unworthy. Love yourself fully. Love yourself fiercely. Love yourself passionately. Refuse to allow in anything that challenges your knowledge that you are divine. Consider the fact that the purpose of every challenge is to remind you to love you more. Go beyond the distortions created by the dualities of life. Don't back down no matter what anyone else says or does. Hold the belief so strong that the signal has time to catch up. Break free of the loops within the unified field of disempowering thoughts. Love yourself free. Claim your power here and now. You already are everything you came here to be. You simply refuse to see it through the distortions created by the dramas and traumas of life. Once your thoughts are purified, so your self-love shines, the ascent into Source, or God, or Spirit, and the descent into the material world are as natural as breathing. To become lighter, rid yourself of fear, and follow your highest thoughts. Fear is darkness and belongs to the unknowing. Instead of losing power by being afraid, step into your power and bless the situation, whatever it is. The fourth step in becoming an alchemist is called conjunction. It aligns your physical body with your spiritual body. It opens you up to a new consciousness. The Egyptians called this step the birth of the intelligence of the heart. It empowers your truest self, merges your masculine and feminine characteristics, and improves your intuition. You can't hear your intuition when your body is stressed, so the first 3 steps are important to do first. This is the reunification of the many different parts of you by releasing the parts of your body holding on to the scars to your ego. Meditate on the flow between heaven and earth as you drop your thoughts down into your heart. Repeat, I bless my vivaxis and the birth of intelligence within my sacred heart behind my sternum. Meditate on straightening and repairing your vivaxis so it doesn't wobble as it ascends and descends, and so that there are no rips or tears. Fill it with a beautiful healing beam of light that travels down your center. As you do so, it rejuvenates your core chakras and brings them back into alignment. Sweetly and with great ingenuity refers to the passion we feel that makes us give all we can while remaining true to our soul and spirit. With this passion, focus on the 8th dimension of you, which you have access to via your vivaxis. Do this instead of focusing on success in whatever you want success in, and success will soon follow because your spirit has a better path for coming into your present. You were never as separate as you thought you were. The 5th rubric. By this means you shall have the glory of the whole world, and thereby all obscurity shall fly from you. Its force is above all force, for it vanquishes every subtle thing and penetrates every solid thing. In the 3rd rubric, we learned about the 5 elements of the earth, or matter. Now the 3 elements of spirit, or heaven. Sulfur is the masculine principle with the ruling element of fire. Salt is the feminine principle with the ruling element of earth. Mercury is the androgynous principle with the ruling element of water. It is the blending of the masculine and the feminine principles. Each of us have within us the 5 elements of matter and the 3 elements of spirit. It is the 3 elements of spirit that give rise to everything in existence. Sulfur, mercury, and salt refer to our emotions, thoughts, and body. I know these concepts are difficult, but meditate on these words and bringing balance to all these elements until you feel like you own them, whether you understand them on a conscious level or not. It may result in a variety of experiences, such as divine synchronicity, psychic visions, paranormal experiences, out-of-body experiences, and most importantly, a winning attitude and improved mental and physical health. Visions will feel more real than reality. It's as though consciousness and divinity merge. In the end, it will lead you into a life without limits. The fifth step is fermentation. Feel passionately, purify your thoughts, and this, along with your energy exercises, will keep your energy body flowing freely, so it can be used as a tool by your spirit. Feel the spirit elements and the earth elements behind your sternum and build them up as you meditate on the 4 phases of fermentation. Visualize this process happening throughout your energy body and your physical body in this order. The first visualization is negrido, or blackening. Visualize it throughout your energy body and your physical body. The second is albedo, or whitening. Visualize that in your energy body and your physical body. The third step is the trinitas, or yellowing. Visualize yellowing in your energy body and your physical body. And the final step is rubedo, or reddening. Visualize reddening in your energy body and your physical body. As you do this, you may see, feel, hear, or know debris in your energy field disintegrating or becoming demagnetized and falling away. This debris may be from the traumas of this life, past lives, or ancestral lives. Once it is all gone, you will experience the conjoining of your soul, hidden deep beneath your ego, and everything the ego holds on to, with your spirit. Alternatively, you can simply repeat, I bless the integration and balancing of the spirit elements within my body, mind, and soul. You were never as limited as you thought you were. The sixth rubric. So was the world created. From this are and do come admirable adaptations, whereof the means is here in this. This is known as the manifestor's rubric and refers to the patterns of the universe. You have your own patterns as well, though you probably think of them as habits. The key here is to recognize which patterns or habits benefit you and which hold you back, especially your thought patterns. This is the union of your soul with your spirit, your very essence. Your soul is that which knows that what we do for others we do for ourselves. That which we do to others we do to ourselves. Your soul is that part of you that knows your life here is a path that you chose to take, every bit of it. It's that part of you that chooses to use the experiences on this path to learn to love more fully. Actually, we need the challenges of life. The bigger the challenge, the more possibility of growth. We use these challenges to fuel and light our fire for achieving something greater. To fully embrace becoming an alchemist, you must first love more fully everything, even that which annoys you, even that which you have judged as wrong. You must master control over your thoughts and your feelings and emotions. This removes us from our story and from our ego. Do what you can to help someone else on their journey. Do no harm. Once you have purified your heart and mind and have embraced these truths, you have the power to manifest. Manifestation requires a coherence between the earth elements, or physical body, and the spirit elements, or the spiritual body. Meditate on, or place them in your sacred heart, the 5 elements of earth or below, or the physical world, which are fire, water, earth, air or metal, wood, and meditate on the 3 elements of heaven or above, or the spiritual world, sulfur, mercury, and salt. Then add nuclear fusion, which begins all life and blends the physical world with the non-physical world. We have all heard stories of remarkable feats accomplished with adrenaline. This was ignited by nuclear fusion, ignited by emotions, and our emotions are our power. Step 6 is distillation, to recognize and integrate the opposite forces and the 4 directions within your body to make all things clear and make a choice to follow the path that does no harm. When you have a difficult decision to make, choose the one that has no ego involved. This is the purification of all we truly are and can be. The 5th rubric was about removing all obscurity. Then we become the manifester with the 6th rubric, with the confidence, integrity, being impeccable with what we say, not taking anything so seriously or so personally. Becoming an alchemist is entirely an inside job. Meditate on these words, or simply repeat, I bless my habits or patterns to be for my highest good. You were never as limited as you thought you were. The 7th and final rubric. Hence I, Thoth, am called Hermes Trismegistus, having 3 parts of the philosophy of the whole world. That which I have said of the operation of the sun is accomplished and ended. This rubric refers to our achieving perfection of the natural world. It gives us the opportunity to embrace Source within. It means that everything is interconnected. Science today talks about how minds are connected to the unified field. That's true, but that's only part of it. You are the forest. You are the ocean. You are your neighbor. You are all things. You are divine. Step 7 is coagulation. You have entered into the realm of unlimited possibilities and can now transform everything around you. You begin to create the life you desire instead of simply responding to what life throws your way. Your soul is that part of you that seeks earthly experience. Your spirit is that part that seeks to connect with God or Source. Meditate on these 2 parts of you coagulating. Also meditate on keeping your vivaxis, or central column of light, straight, vibrant, and whole. And continue to monitor your thoughts, your energy field. Keep it free from debris, from traumas and dramas of life. It's all done with your intentions, because becoming an alchemist is completely an inside job. Repeat, I bless my understanding and integration of all the rubrics. You are more divine, more capable than you ever dreamed possible. When the truth of these rubrics is accepted by a critical mass of people, we will have world peace. One final meditation. While feeling passionately your love for yourself, climb inside a cube of cinnabar being held over a hot flame, dripping mercury into a steel bucket. The ash which remains is washed away. Separate from all thoughts holding you back. Open up to a new consciousness with conjunction. Visualize fermentation throughout your energy body and physical body. Recognize and integrate opposite forces with distillation. See your soul and spirit coagulating. I bless you all on your journey to becoming an alchemist.